Hi everybody, today we're in the office of Brian Cott, and he is the superintendent here at Drummond Schools. And Brian, how's the school year going so far?
Yeah, we're moving right along. We're right in the middle of homecoming week and it's going pretty good.
So a lot of fun stuff going on this
Yep.
week. So Brian let us know about a program that we're trying to help them fill out here at Drummond Schools, and that program is the Community Eligibility Provision. And Brian, why don't you tell us a little bit about what that program is designed to do?
What it's designed to do is help kids and families be able to provide lunch for the district. If we have around 62% of our kids that qualify for free and reduced lunches, what that program will do is pay for lunches for the whole district. So that way it would be free for everybody in the district to eat lunch, and would also help expand the lunch program to be able to provide different foods because of the federal funding.
So it not only helps the kids get a lunch, it helps them probably get a better lunch.
It does provide a lot of different opportunities. I was able to work with that program in the district that I was in before I moved here, and it does create more opportunities to provide different variety of meals without having to go charge people extra if we need to provide more, or the cost of food. So it is a great program.
And so where does Drummond stand right now?
We're probably around 46% looking at district right now, which that would mean if you look at our small size, we're only looking about 15 to 20 kids away from qualifying for the program.
So that's not very far to go, and that would benefit the entire school. So we kind of looked at one of the charts earlier, and I was kind of surprised. If we look at a family of four, can you kind of describe what the qualification levels are for that?
Basically, they have on the sheet that we send out that was in our handbooks, and we have available in the office, and we have been trying to put it in different places for people to see. A breakdown of a family of four is around $45,000 a year for income. They have it broken down monthly, twice a month, every 2 weeks, weekly paychecks. So that way it shows what you can qualify for.
Right, and that program, and that varies depending upon the number of people in the household,
Yep.
And they don't necessarily all have to be kids, do they? They
No,
have
it's
grandparents.
total number of the household. The other way too is I know a lot of people on the ranches out here too, and their income goes into the ranch, and I know that people will qualify if they're paying themselves from the ranch, so they have income. The ranch is still making the money, so the money is not going directly to the household.
Right, and so I think that's
off of household earnings.
And so that's really important to understand, I think, for people, is that their ranch may be making $50,000, $60,000 a year, but they may only be taking 35 or 40. If they've got 2 or 3 kids, then they would clearly qualify.
Correct.
And allow them to be part of that program. So what is it they have to do? Now, you told me there was a pretty big booklet to figure it out, but there's one page that if they just figure it out, qualify or not, then get it done.
There is the one page, the application. It's a 2 to 3 step process. It explains it on the page, pretty simple. Talks about earnings in the house, total amount raised for the house, which you can kind of look at the chart on the back of that sheet, the qualification levels. And then all you have to do is fill it in, turn it into Lisa in the office, and she submits that to the state without anybody other than her seeing that form, filling it in, and then after that form's done, I don't even want to see the forms or look at them.
Right, so that's important. If anybody, if you're having a little hard time and you're not making as much money as you'd like, this isn't going to get broadcast all over the place. There's one person who's looking at it. She's taking care of business and then filing it, and it's gone.
Yep.
And I think, too, if you just look at this, now this form, if I remember, you told me right, this is in the handbook. It's online on the school website.
Yep.
And we are also, Brian's going to give us a PDF of this. If you look at the bottom of our story on QSPN, this form is at the very bottom attached in a PDF format. Now, you said it had, 100 and some odd pages to the PDF?
Yeah.
So, but this is the only one you got to really worry about. If you fill this out and you don't qualify, no harm, no foul. Okay, but if you fill it out and you qualify, like we said, we only need maybe 15, 16 students, and everybody in the school would qualify for the lunches. And then I think you guys had mentioned it also opened up some maybe grant possibilities and stuff like that.
Yep.
So what do those look like?
A lot of the opportunities we have grant-wise, you look at 21st Century, the after-school program that we get a grant for. You look at some of these other programs that provide extra opportunities for kids. One of the big factors on a lot of that grant, they look at the free and reduced total population of the district, which a lot of times that is a big qualifier for some of these grants. You look at Gear Up, which has been a grant that's been in the state that does a lot for kids preparing for college. It provides tons of scholarship opportunities. We haven't hit the percentage yet to qualify for that grant to even apply. But if we did, I mean, they have applications on a yearly basis of like $10,000 scholarships for schools. It provides a ton of opportunity, but we haven't been able to take part of it because our numbers haven't hit the threshold that they want to see.
And it's not that the numbers aren't there, it's that we don't have people filling out the forms all the time.
We don't have the information on our district records to submit to the state that shows that we qualify, and basically that indicator comes off of free and reduced.
And I think, too, it's important for people to understand, now when you talked about the 21st Century grant, that grant is, I know, played a key part in the F1 team that won a state title and got to go to the Nationals. Are there some other programs that thing is played into?
It's helped with culinary and some of that program. It provides all the field trips that we do over the summer.
Wow.
All the after-school programs that we do, from classroom activities to tutoring to science projects in the elementary. That program has pretty much funded all those activities.
And I know it worked with, I know Darcy used the 3D printer he got, I guess, a couple of years ago in his projects class when we were trying to render a 3D version of the wall, the community wall that the chamber's trying to do. So it's got a ton of applications just from one grant.
Yes.
And there's a lot of money that can be used there.
Yep.
So, and I guess, too, this program would kind of play in with what Moretta's working with the program that she's part of, where they're part of a pilot program for the state in the lunchroom.
Yep, with the town-based Food of the Month or Nutrition of the Month program, which I mean is going to be a great opportunity to use local foods, whether it is from Drummond or even Montana, and be able to put that out. I believe there's only 4 schools in the state that are part of that program. So I mean, it's providing some large opportunities for us to expand what we're doing.
So look for this form. Again, it's at the bottom of our report here. If you look at the very bottom of the page, you'll see an attachment where you can download this. But it's in your handbook. It's on the school website. And the sooner you get it turned in, the more opportunity that the school's going to have to provide those lunches and be part of some great scholarships. So, Brian, thank you very much for your time today, and everybody, please take that opportunity to fill it out. Reporting for QSPNLive.com, this is Tim Allen.